Star Wars and Disney have confirmed that a new Star Wars film is in the works, with sequel trilogy character Rey set to appear in it. The film is set to take place around 15 years after Rise of Skywalker, and it has been confirmed that the film will focus on Rey as a Jedi Master rebuilding the Jedi Order. Director of this film, apologies for the pronunciation here, Charmin Obeys Chinoy, added that I've always been attracted to the hero's journey and the fact that the world needs many more heroes. Do you know what I love about this? That this film is literally taking the journey of what Luke should have been given, but instead strips him away of all of that and has given it to one of the blandest leading characters we've ever seen in a Star Wars film. When it comes to the hero's journey, 9 times out of 10, any lecturer, teacher or website will use Luke Skywalker as the prime example of what a hero's journey is. And we saw the conclusion of his hero's journey by bringing his father back from the dark side by using compassion and empathy. He literally outright refused to attack him because he sensed good in him. But then with the sequels, they refused to show Luke Skywalker as the man that has rebuilt the Jedi Order in his own vision, one that wasn't blinded by feelings or compassion compared to the Jedi Order Obi-Wan and Yoda were a part of. No, they thought to show him as a grumpy old space cow milk farmer that bears absolutely no resemblance to the character we've seen in the past. But with Rey, well, me, it feels like Disney and Kathleen Kennedy have decided to speedrun Rey's character from a smuggler into a Jedi Master within a decade, and they've literally taken Luke's journey minus all the struggle and growth as a character and given it to her. I mean, come on Disney, you've already destroyed everything about the original 6 films that George Lucas had overseen. Yeah, the prequels had their faults with dialogue and pacing, but nobody can deny that they did an amazing job with building the universe pre-Empire and delivered what I think is the best Star Wars film out of the main saga with Revenge of the Sith. The sequels, on the other hand, I'm sorry, but there is simply nothing in my eyes that gives them any redeeming factors just because of how they undid everything that came before them. This Reddit comment from Infenzo, which received over 14,000 upvotes, summarizes it perfectly with how the sequels essentially undid decades of story building, in that Anakin's redemption meant nothing as Palpatine returned, Luke couldn't rebuild the Jedi Order because he had a nightmare, Leia didn't rebuild a democratic government because the sequels needed an Empire 2.0 as the bad guys, and Han Solo returned to a life of smuggling after abandoning his father and leadership duty. This untitled Star Wars film had screenwriters Damon Lindelof and Justin Britt Gibson attached to it, but back in March, Damon Lindelof, known for his work on Lost and Watchmen, left the film along with Justin, stating that if the film can't be great, it shouldn't exist. That's all I have to say, because I have the same association with Star Wars as you do, which is it's the first movie I saw sitting in my dad's lap, 4 years old, May of 77. And this is where all I can do is sit back and applaud Disney for destroying the cultural impact and legacy Star Wars films used to create, because now they continue to pump out TV show after TV show and are now planning on expanding on the same saga and trilogy that should have been left well alone when they brought the franchise. I mean, the man that created this all, George Lucas, literally said in an interview with 60 Minutes back in 2005 that there will be no episode 7 going along the lines that these characters have had their stories told. This is why I have absolutely zero interest in the sequels and this new Star Wars film starring Super Rey as the greatest Jedi Master that's ever lived, simply because these Disney Star Wars films really need to have a home that women can be heroes too. Call me cynical, but I mean, the first sentence about director Charmin says she's a journalist, filmmaker and activist known for her work in films that highlight inequality for women. Yes, let's highlight inequality for women by taking a storyline created for a male character, copying it exactly and giving it to a female character instead. God forbid Disney Star Wars create something new and original for a character like Rey. They legit gave her his lightsaber and his surname. I mean, why not have this movie open up with Rey dancing around with a face mask of Luke's skin at this point? If you're vaguely interested or excited about this movie, I would love to know why down in the comments below. I'd also appreciate it if you quickly subscribe too, as 96.6% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel, so go ahead and make my day. Catch you in the next video. Peace.